Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be starting a vlog, a video diary if you will. I am having a cosmetic procedure tomorrow and I wanted to document my experience, the procedure, results, my healing and all. Just wanted to document it and share it with you guys in case anyone is interested or is preparing for their own similar procedure. So my doctor is Dr. Janjua and he's in Bedminster, New Jersey. I am having an ALAR plasty and that is a nostril reduction. So it's like type of nose job, but it's not like a full rhinoplasty where you're like reconfiguring an entire nose. This is just going to be for my nostrils. So I'm having my nostrils reduced, the size of my nostrils reduced. And this is just a procedure that I've actually wanted for a very long time. And I'm really excited to finally be getting it done. It took me just a long time to decide to go through with it. And then once I found Dr. Janjua, it just made the entire process a little easier for me because he understood what I was looking for, and I'm really confident. I love like his work that I've seen, and he has a lot of experience in working with ethnic noses, so that's another reason why I wanted to go to him. So my procedure is tomorrow and I'm super excited. It's just wild that this is something like I've wanted, I thought about, I've considered like for a long time, and now I'm finally getting it done. So I'm super excited about the process. I want to share it all with you guys. So this was just like a little intro. This is my nose before. And again, it's reducing my nostrils. So I feel like my nostrils are just a little unbalanced, a little disproportionate for my face and also my nose. Like my nose, as far as my bridge, my tip, I really do like. It's just my nostrils where I wanted to, like I said, reduce the size. So I'm getting that taken care of tomorrow. It's a procedure that happens in office. So I'm going to his office and the procedure is happening in office, and it's a procedure that's being done under a local anesthetic. I don't have to do general anesthesia, which I'm also happy about. Like I just came from lunch and like hanging out for a bit, and I figured I'd like film my intro because once I get home, I have a few more things to do in preparation for tomorrow. And then tomorrow morning is pretty much just getting up and getting ready to go for my procedure. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. And yeah, I am getting an ALAR plasty. And yeah, I can't wait to see my results. Tomorrow, I should, just to set an expectation, tomorrow I'll be able to see like the immediate results. Obviously I will be stitched up and swollen, so it's not going to be like what my final results will look like, but I will obviously be able to notice the difference tomorrow. So I'm just excited for all of the process, and I'm just excited to be, I think I'm excited to be almost ending the near, like I'm excited to be almost at the end of this process, because it was the process of deciding to go through with it, and then there was the process of finding your doctor. Then once I found my doctor, it was like booking it, all the pre-op stuff I had to do. So like I've done everything, and now I'm just excited for the results. So I'm glad that the process is ending, and the next step is for me to actually see my results. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. My hair pulls back. I'm washing my hair tonight. Like, I have to do so many things once I get home because pretty much for recovery, I just want to be able to relax and chill. So I want to have like all my maintenance stuff done, if that makes sense. All of my like, you know, chores. I'm going to get everything else done this evening. So I have a few more things to do like at home in preparation, but as far as everything I needed to get or pick up or do beforehand, that's all done. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, so I'm on my way for my procedure. I'm going to be leaving my house in a few minutes. How am I feeling? I'm really excited, but obviously a little nervous. Not sure exactly. Well, I know what to expect, but obviously until you do something, it's just a little nerve-wracking. This is my nose for now, because it's gonna be different soon. Oh my goodness. It's like as I talk and say these things out loud, it's a little unbelievable. But I'm all prepped. I'm ready to go. A few things, like I have to bring certain medications with me to my procedure that my surgeon had sent to the pharmacy ahead of time. So I have that packed and ready to go. I had to like bathe and like prep my skin in this antibacterial soap. I'll show you guys that later. Since I bought it, I'm going to just continue to use it to wash my hands and to like wash with for now until I use it up. Obviously all of this is in all of this is to prevent possible infection, because obviously infection would be a big issue for the healing process. So yeah, that's it. I think I shared everything, other than I just need to like show up at the surgeon's office and get it done. All right guys, I don't know if I'm going to check in later because I don't know how much time I'll have once I actually arrive to the office. I don't know if I'll just be sitting around or if they're gonna like take me in and start prepping me immediately. Guys, wish me luck, and next time you see me, I'll probably look a little scary but I would have gotten through it. So yeah, on my way for my procedure. I'm officially post-op. I got my procedure done. I wanted to provide an update. Keep in mind my face, my mouth, my upper lip, everything's very swollen. And I just want to walk you through my procedure and the beginning of my recovery. So when I arrived to the doctor's office, I, was called in for my procedure to, get prepped. And I was immediately given a sedative, like to relax. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my procedure, or the ALAR plasty procedure, is done under local anesthesia. So I want to walk you through my procedure now while it's still fresh in my mind. Keep in mind, I'm totally swollen. My upper lip, all swollen. And like, if you look under my eye, all of this is so swollen. So this isn't like, glam like right now. This isn't glam right now because obviously I'm recovering. I just had a procedure done. So I'm totally swollen. But I want to get through in this update the procedure itself for you. So I got called into the office once I arrived, shortly got called in to start prepping. My doctor came in, we went over the plan again. He, took some photos, and I was given a sedative. I don't know if I mentioned, this procedure is done under local anesthesia, so you're not asleep for the procedure, which is why you get the sedative to kind of calm down. Now, my nerves were going, like my nerves were on a 10. Granted, I was like 100% committed to this and I was looking forward to getting this done. But of course, you have nerves when you get there. So I was thinking, is this sedative gonna even help me? Because inside I might look calm on the outside, but inside I was freaking out. So I took the sedative, and then shortly after I got prepped to go into like the procedure room, the OR they have in the office. And I was like lying down. I was there with the nurse first, getting ready. It was shortly after my surgeon came in, and he pretty much just got straight to work. Like, we had already had our time to talk, and now I was kind of out of it. I would say my body felt very relaxed, and my body was very relaxed, but my mind was still very alert, if that makes sense. So I was able to hear everything and kind of course, I'm like thinking everything through as things are going on. This is why I want to share and recap the procedure. Now, if you want to see the full procedure, like, he has videos on his YouTube channel where he shows like the full ALAR procedure. It's kind of graphic, but you can watch the procedure so you can see exactly what happens. So once the doctor came in, you know, I get covered up. I'm not seeing all of this. I guess just like my nose and like mouth area are exposed. Again, my body's really relaxed and I'm calm, but my mind is still very alert. The first thing he does is he's like marking me up, I can tell, and he's giving like measurements to the nurse, or the nurse some numbers. I don't know what they were. I'm just like, I don't know. He's giving some numbers to the nurse. I imagine they're measurements, right? So now he's like marking up what's gonna happen. And then after that was done, it was time to get numb, and I got numb like at the top of my gum. And then I also got another injection which felt like at the base of my nose. The injection, I felt pressure. I just felt pressure. I didn't feel pain. My eyes started crying when I got the injection because I could feel the tears coming down. But I wasn't in pain. I didn't feel pain from them. After the injections, it feels like he immediately got started with the procedure. I felt like, you know, like tugging, pressure, like movement happening. I did feel when he was suturing up the left side, he started on the left side, I felt the sutures. It was very distinct. But what was good for that was when he was done with the left side, he started the right side. I felt like, okay, we're almost done, like a little while longer. He did the right side and we were done. It felt quick to me, but again, I was a bit loopy. I probably wasn't having an accurate, you know, sense of time. The surgeon left. He went to go, you know, speak with my family that was waiting. Back to me, actually, the nurse, you know, started to like help me up and clean me up and everything. And she gave me a mirror to look before she put the gauze on. Now, when I saw myself in the mirror, I did not expect to already be swollen. I thought I was going to be able to see the results somewhat and then know that it was going to, you know, get swollen and heal. No. As soon as she showed me the mirror, I didn't look like myself. Like I had so much swelling already. Like, and I said it to her. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting like immediate swelling. She said, sorry guys, I can't really move my upper lip too much. You're told not to because it will pull out your stitches. So if I'm talking funny, it's because I'm not moving my upper lip, as like I'm trying to not move my upper lip that much. That there was no way to like even imagine the result. Yeah, then the doctor walked me out and I got home. I was so swollen initially. I felt so much pressure up in my sinuses from the swelling. So I was really struggling more so with pressure and discomfort than any pain. So I'm going to stop here for now, and then I'm going to give you guys another update. But that was my procedure. I will probably come back when I can show you guys like how I'm looking without the gauze. The purpose of the gauze is any like you're not bleeding, but you are like, there is blood that like leaks through or seeps through your stitches. So for a minute you need to keep this on, and I mean just like a few hours after the procedure. So later this will come off, but again, I'm very swollen. So I'll come back with another update once this is off, and I'll walk you through what else happened. But that was the procedure. Overall, I was in the office for like, all right, I was in the office for like an hour and a half total. Guys, we'll talk soon. Hey guys. Day 4 post-op, and I'm going to reveal my nose. So this is what I look like 4 days post-op. I am very much swollen. I think you guys can see all of the swelling I have in my cheeks. My nose is very much swollen. This is what I'm looking like right now. 4 days post-op. I still am not using my upper lip that much, being very mindful of my stitches. Honestly, I will say yesterday I was way too swollen to feel comfortable filming. Even right now, like I said, I'm very swollen. I just was able to do like my skincare today and put a little powder on, not all around my nose area, but just a little powder and skincare, so I felt a little more presentable, even though I still have lots of swelling. Like I said, I think you guys can see like my cheeks are really, really swollen. But this is my way everything looks right now. So this, again, there's lots of swelling still in my nose. That's going to come down. So let's talk a little bit, kind of rewind, because last I think I filmed, I shared my experience of the actual procedure because I wanted to share that while it was fresh. Now let's share like recovery up until now. Okay, so coming home from the procedure, I was definitely very groggy, like slow moving, and I felt lots of like tightness, maybe a little pressure, but actually not pain. A lot of discomfort. The thing that was the most difficult was the discomfort of all of the swelling. I felt tons of pressure around my sinuses, which it was hard because I wasn't able to get any relief from that until I guess all of the fluid just started naturally draining. So I felt so much pressure under my eyes, up in here. Oh, that was hard. Again, not pain, but discomfort and pressure. Yeah. And then, so day 1, I pretty much just rested. Thankfully, after like overnight, that pressure was relieved. When I woke up the next day, I was just as swollen, but I didn't feel as much pressure as I was that first day, which was a huge relief. So by day 2, I was okay. I didn't need anything for pain management at all. And all I had taken at that point was extra strength Tylenol on the day of the procedure. The day after the procedure, I didn't feel any pain. I just felt, again, still a little discomfort from the swelling. But again, not the intense pressure I was feeling day 1. The second day after the procedure, second day, full day recovery, I was even more swollen. So I looked at myself and it was like I couldn't even recognize myself because I was so swollen. All of my cheeks were so swollen and almost like heavy. And I still have a lot of swelling around my nose. So you can really see these under eye like lines are like really showing the inflammation. I'm sorry, it's hard to, I'm trying to focus on more about how I'm feeling versus my swelling, but my swelling is so distracting to me. So like I said, the second full day after the procedure was when the swelling was the worst. It was like I didn't even look like myself. It was like so big, the swelling, but still no pain or discomfort. So I just rested. I slept. I did take some walks around my place. I'm not going out at all. I'm just staying home, because the most important thing to do is to reduce your risk of infection. And because of that, I'm taking antibiotics. I'm using an antibiotic ointment cream around my incisions, and I am, eating well, being very careful, and I'm having to constantly clean. Let's talk about the cleaning of the incisions, because I think a lot of people would be interested to know like what the aftercare experience is like. So I'm cleaning 3 to 5 times a day, depending on what's going on, but definitely at least 3 times a day. And what I do is I will spritz the area with hydrogen peroxide where my incisions are, take a Q-tip that's also soaked in hydrogen peroxide, and gently wipe around my incisions. The first day, every time I did that, like when I first did it, it was lots of dried blood, because like I said, after you're bleeding through your, and like, how can I explain? There's blood that's seeping through the incisions initially. So the first day there was dried blood. Afterwards, you're just kind of cleaning it from, I guess, any exposure to just elements, because, so keeping it clean, and then applying a layer of the antibiotic ointment. I have the antibiotic ointment now. If you see around my incisions is a bit shiny, that's because I have the ointment on there. But I'm also due to clean. So after I film this, I'm going to, put my hair up, wash my face, and clean my incisions, just put on some simple skincare. Again, I'm not putting skincare on my nose, or like not near my incisions at all. I was really even hesitant for the little bit of skincare and makeup that I did today. Although I was told makeup is okay the day after, or the second day, and I'm 4 days out. So I'm trying to think. So you spritz with the peroxide, you use a Q-tip that's soaked in the hydrogen peroxide to gently wipe around the incisions, and then you use another Q-tip to gently apply a nice layer, thin enough so like your wounds can breathe though, but you need to make sure it's like coated as well, and because that's also providing a little barrier. Yeah, that's the thing. Post procedures, the most delicate thing is like cleaning the incisions, taking care, preventing infection. Obviously that's the word, that's not good. So I don't know if you guys can see, but the incision is right in the crease there. I don't know if you guys can see the stitches. I could probably zoom in, but I don't want to, because it's not pretty. Like a lot of before and afters I see with this procedure, everyone has that same look. And I'm wondering if it's because the way your nose has to get stitched down, because my nose has absolutely no movement right now. It's tight. There is no like natural movement. Like I'm not scrunching, and I'm not even going to try to move my nose right now. But that also, I think, contributes to why it looks like so strange. It's swollen. But as far as the goal of the procedure, yes, I just can't wait for the swelling to come down. I am just, again, trying to keep my incisions clean, like keep taking care of it, and slowly healing. So I am actually going to go and have some lunch. I'm going to go clean right now, have some lunch. I may show you guys when I'm doing the cleaning so you can see, but I mean it seems like silly to demonstrate it because it's so simple. There's not much to do. It's just spritzing it. Like I think I was given a spray bottle by my doctor's office, spritzing the hydrogen peroxide, and then gently cleaning with the Q-tip and then applying the antibiotic ointment. So yes, I have my post-op exactly a week out from surgery. So doctor's office was really great. Like, they gave me a cell phone to call. They were like, you can call this number anytime if you have any questions, concerns. I just haven't had anything that has been concerning or alarming, or had any questions. Also, my surgeon has a lot of post-op care and kind of frequently asked questions on his YouTube channel. So I watched a few of those videos and cleared up any, questions I might have had. So I haven't had to call my doctor. I haven't had anything concerning to mention or bring up. I go for my post-op appointment, like I said, on exactly a week out. And at that appointment, I'm eager to hear my doctor's feedback about how everything's looking and how he feels about the result. I remember, even though I was like out of it when I first got to speak to him after, I was like, how does it look? How are you happy with the result? Because I really, again, value his opinion. Clearly, he understood what I was going for, what I wanted, and he was very satisfied with how everything went. So that was reassuring. And now, like I said, I'm kind of eager just to go back to hear his feedback on how my healing is going. And, any recommendations he has from now. But yeah, this is where I'm at 4 days post-op. And I think, just to kind of recap right here, pain minimal, if any. The only thing I dealt with really was that pressure. And that's how I've been managing. I have to sleep like slightly elevated, so I'm not sleeping totally lying down on a pillow. I like have my pillow propped up, and I'm sleeping like elevated, which, considering these days are just for recovery, it does not the most comfortable sleeping position. Like, I find myself, waking up, readjusting through the night. But again, since I'm home resting, recovering, it's okay if I'm not getting like the most optimal sleep. But yeah, that's been a bit of a challenge. And the few moments that I have just lied back and just try to rest for a few minutes, I feel the pressure from the swelling. So it's uncomfortable. It actually feels more comfortable to be elevated. So that's it. Other than that, I hope these videos I hope this is informative for you guys, because it's been a lot that I wanted to like document and do a vlog. But it's been just like sit down updates, because I feel like there's nothing much to show you. And now you see my reveal, even though I'm super swollen. I can't wait to show you guys how I look without the swelling. And I'm excited to see how everything comes out without the swelling. So next update will be a little better. I think it's safe to say, though, the worst is over. The worst is over. So, yeah, that's it for now. All right, is this better? Can you see me? Hi, I am officially 3 weeks post-op from my ALAR plasty. I had an ALAR plasty with Dr. Janjua in Bedminster, New Jersey. I will put the information below. But I had my ALAR plasty on March 30th, and now I am 3 weeks post-op. These are my results. So the overwhelming feedback I've gotten from everyone is that I look very natural. It doesn't look like I had a nose job. I mean, when I say nose job, obviously, guys, I didn't have a rhinoplasty. I had an ALAR plasty. It's a type of nose job. And I just want to recap, because I'm here for a post-op. I have my appointment in like 15 minutes, so I wanted to give you guys an update. I got here a few minutes early. I have on minimal makeup because I am trying to keep my makeup simple, and the products I use, like my skincare products, my even my makeup products, I'm trying to use everything like clean, natural. I'm feeling a little warm. Clean, natural for now until, you know, technically I'm cleared already. It's like warm in the car, and I have the windows up because I want you guys to hear me. Technically I'm cleared already. I got cleared last week, but I'm here for another post-op. So clear is like clear from just like any procedure, risk of infection or any complications. So you have like this window where you're basically being hyper vigilant, super careful. There was this entire cleaning I was doing where I was cleaning the area of my incisions with hydrogen peroxide. I was like spraying it and using a Q-tip to gently clean, and then I was applying antibiotic ointment 24/7. I had to wear that 24/7 for 2 weeks. So I got cleared last week, which was nice. So now I don't have to wear the antibiotic ointment, but the surgeon wanted to see me again for just to like look at my incisions, which to me, you know, are looking good, but he's the surgeon, he's the expert, and I totally trust his opinion. So I don't know if he's not happy with how the scars are healing or whatever. I'm gonna hear his feedback today, because he mentioned, he was like, I might want to laser your incisions, your scar. So, you know, he wanted to see me again. But as far as the results from the procedure, again, the goal of the procedure was to decrease my nostril size. It was actually interesting because when I first came into this process, I was so concerned with symmetry because I had 2 different shaped nostrils. And after getting consultations, every doctor was kind of like immediately corrected me about the symmetry. Like, you know, the symmetry is not something that is like a surgical goal. But as far as the size of the nostrils, they can be reduced. I didn't get to be perfectly symmetrical, but I did achieve some symmetry. I guess that's the best way to put it. So it's like a symmetry upgrade. And I'm happy with my profile. My profile was one thing that I did not like about my nose before, because my nose and my nostrils were 2 different shapes. It gave me a different profile on each side. Now I feel like I have like the same uniform profile, and I'm very happy about that. Why don't I just go inside the appointment and give you guys a full update, hear what my surgeon says. But I am absolutely loving the results of my ALAR plasty, and I feel like whenever you do a cosmetic procedure, and this is my first real like plastic surgery, I've had other small procedures done for like cosmetic purposes, but this was like full on like cosmetic procedure, like plastic surgery. The question always is, was it worth it when you do plastic surgery? This was absolutely worth it for me. I felt comfortable with the surgeon, everything, and it just went very smoothly. So I'm very, very happy that everything went so nicely. And like I said, the overwhelming feedback I get from everyone is how natural it looks. It doesn't hardly look like I had something done. I mean, I do see such a huge difference. You guys can look at the beginning of this video and tell me what you think. But yeah, let's head in, because now I'm a few minutes before my appointment. I want to just get inside. So let's get inside and come with me for my post-op visit.
Oh, hello. Let me pop in right there.
Hi, Dr. Janjua.
Oh, hi. It's so nice to see you again. Listen, I am not an actor, but I am with an actress, so I have to perform, right?
Yeah.
I'm just joking. I love to do this stuff. As you can tell from my videos, I'm a ham and I don't mind. Fortunately, I can be on the camera anytime without even thinking. This is really special because she's a very sweet lady, in case you don't know her personally, and she's gorgeous, and the pressure was on because she's an actress, so I had to do just right, and we were able to do that.
Yes.
And she was very good in following all the instructions, which is so critical. Honestly, that's half the game, and she did it. So now we're looking fantastic. The shape looks great, and we
Very
changed the round shape from the left side to make it like tear, or what we call like a kidney bean shaped on both sides, and they're not overdone. We're only
Right.
3 weeks out, and it looks fantastic. She could go for an audition now if she wanted to.
Right.
She could do her headshots.
Right.
So I'm very pleased, and I'm so glad it will continue to get better. And once she has a new role, guess what? I should be the first one to find out.
Yes, Dr. Janjua. Well, I did have one question for
As
you on
many as you
camera.
want, yes.
So, how would you say, as far as my swelling at this point, am I 50% there, 80% there to the end result?
You are about, I would say, like 70% there. You know, I see a big change at 3 weeks, which is now. Then I see a big change at 3 months. So I would say like at 3 months, you can pretty much say like I'm 90% there.
Yes. And you know what's interesting? My whole thing was my profile. Because I had the different nostril shapes and sizes, it gave me a different profile. Now, I love my profile on each side because I would be shy to hold the camera to the side, which affects me performing on camera because I'm
right.
always conscious of
Yes.
how my profile.
Yes.
But now I feel so confident on
I am
both sides.
so happy.
Thank you.
I'm so happy. It's, you know, it's the devil is in the details. It's the details of everything, and that's why I measure and
Yes,
doing
and
it
we
because
did
you.
it.
Yes,
We
so
did it. We did
well,
it. Thank
no,
you.
we did it together.
Yes,
Yes,
we
I'm
did it.
so happy.
Thank
And
you.
well, let's do this again at 3 months because that's when
Yes.
we know that you're done. You're good
Yes.
to go. We'll do another one.
Yes, and look at the close-up. It's beautiful.
Oh my God, I love that. Love that. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Janjua.
You're very welcome. Bye, guys.
Bye.